The senior girls 3,000 meters just in progress. The gal to look forward to from Banting in London, Beth Tarasuk, the 86 OFSSA champion in this event and winner in the 1,500 meters last night.
Yes, I think she's going to get some competition from Alison Evanoff from Laurier, who was second in the 1,500 meters. And Alison's, they both have the same personal best time, so it should be interesting and exciting.
Tarasuk wearing number 18.05, 7.5 laps of this track on the McMaster Oval. Conditions are ideal, very little wind, no rain, and temperatures have cooled down.
Yes, it's ideal for these girls. It could be a little bit cooler, but we'll take it.
The OFSSA record is held up here for 6 years, set by Kate Wiley from Branksome Hall. She holds several records here, 9 minutes and 30.64 seconds, and again, it is held up for quite some time.
Probably should be mentioned also that Alison was a member of the national junior team. She was 4th at the Pan Am Juniors and 14th in the world in the juniors in the 10,000 meters.
It says something for itself. She's had a time of 9:38, 4th at the Pan Am Juniors and 14th in the world, as you mentioned, and 2nd in OFSSA at the Senior Cross Country Championships.
Their first lap was 73 seconds, so that's a little bit slower than actually the juniors were going, so they're going to have to pick up the pace if they expect to break the record.
A good look at Tarasuk wearing number 18.05 in the yellow top in first place, but again, anybody's race at this point. Front 10, 11, 12 runners very much bunched up along the inside lane, 149, 150 as they approach the end of this lap.
No one wants to lose contact with the leaders, and they're running in out lane 3, which is just shows a little bit of inexperience. Mind you, when you have 24 athletes in a race, you get stuck at the back of the pack, you could be creating problems for yourself.
Certainly can. In second spot, Donna Verschure from nearby Paris, Ontario. As they break down the back stretch, Beth Tarasuk, 1,500-meter champion last night, still in first place, not trying to shake off the rest of the pack.
No, at this point, they're all just trying to maintain a steady pace and get into a good rhythm.
Gail Gruel from Riverdale, also amongst the leaders. Tarasuk looking very comfortable, trying to set a comfortable pace here and then set something up for the latter stages of this race.
Gail was second at the 1986 OFSSA Championships in the junior division.
That's Donna Verschure with number 16.66. She along Beth Tarasuk, number 1 and 2, and a little bit of jostling going on there as I break down this last bit.
The split at the 800 meters was 2:36, so they're actually going a little bit slower. So they really have to pick up this pace. I think they're going to probably be saving it for the last 2 laps. So it's going to become a sprint or a battle of the speed.
A look on the far left of our screen, jostling there is Amy Powers from Georgetown as she gets bumped out a bit, but no worse for wear and stays in contention now in 4th place. Tarasuk dropping back somewhat. Around the far bend.
It looks as though Alison's decided to pick up the pace and just take it out a bit, which is probably a good move.
Still the better part of 3/4 of this race left to go. Again, a comfortable pace by these athletes involved. Down the back stretch, still a little bit of jostling. Runners competing. The slower pace has allowed everybody to stay close to one another, and this is going to change as we come into the second half of this race. First place, Alison Evanoff from Laurier. Highly touted young athlete. Alison Evanoff again in first spot. Tarasuk is back. Erin Doyle from St. Mary's in second spot now, and she's competing well. Evanoff and Doyle, number 1 and 2. Tarasuk in third place.
At the 1,200 meters, they're on 9:37 pace, so right now they're 7 seconds off that record pace.
Just like to mention that Doyle last year, 6th last year in the 3,000 meters. Looking to improve on that and running very well. A much comfortable pace here, and so it's anybody's race, and stamina I don't think is a factor here. These girls to get this far are in pretty good shape.
That's right. They probably run a lot of miles in practice, and everything is just coming down to this final race. Quite a number of these athletes will be training and competing all summer, and they'll be trying out for the various junior teams, and maybe even some of them for the national senior teams.
Several of these athletes will be competing, of course, in Canada. A few going down to the States on scholarships as they turn around the back bend and come up the stretch once again.
Hopefully not that many going down on scholarships.
Understandably so, sir. Again, the pack still very much bunched up. Erin Doyle in great shape from St. Mary's. She's in second spot.
Come on, Ed.
Amy Powers in first place along with Erin Doyle. Powers from Georgetown. So she's got a strong contingent of fans cheering her on here. 7.5 laps in total. Ontario record 9 minutes 30.64 seconds. Kate Wiley from Branksome Hall in Toronto. That's set back in 1981 as the runners attempt to stretch it out here and break away from the rest of the pack. At the completion of 5 laps, the time 6 minutes and 35 seconds. It's been quicker.
That's right. Right now they're on 9:40 pace, so they're just falling off that pace. Alison just seems to be pulling out slightly and picking up that pace. It looks as if the rest of the field is actually fading a bit, and she looks very strong right now.
Alison Evanoff from Laurier stretching it out, 10-yard lead on her nearest competitor.
She looks very, very comfortable at this stage.
You gotta pick that up a bit. You gotta pick it up.
And coaching from the sidelines, as you've heard, you've got to pick it up. The pace not exactly quick, but comfortable. And Evanoff isn't complaining as she's got herself a big lead. Erin Doyle of St. Mary's in second spot. But that silver medal still very much in doubt as the rest of the field catching up. But Alison Evanoff from Laurier breaking away and doing a good job of it.
Well, she's got the race right under control at this point, and it looks as though she's going to be going home with a gold medal and a silver medal in the 1500.
The loneliness of a long-distance runner being felt now by Alison Evanoff, and only thing ebbing her on, the gold medal. She's got better part of a lap to go. 500-odd meters left to go in this race for Alison Evanoff in second spot. From St. Mary's, Erin Doyle, but she's having her problems as well as they bring it up home. Evanoff lapping several of the other runners taking part, and she gets a big hand from the crew here at McMaster. Gets set now for the bell lap.
She's in full control of this race right now. It's really just a battle for second place.
Come on, kid!
Evanoff comfortably stretching it out around the far bend.
Get on there!
In third spot now, Amy Powers from Georgetown. She has run herself a terrific race.
You can see the great form that Alison has coming through here. It's nice to relax. The arm action is very linear. Everything's going straight forward. She's just running beautifully right now.
She's running her own race well in front. In second spot from Riverdale is Gail Gruel, and Amy Powers from Georgetown in third place. But all eyes centering now on our leader, Alison Evanoff. In good shape. The Ontario record not threatened it by 9:30 of Kate Wiley. And the crowd gets to its feet to applaud Alison Evanoff as she comes to the finish line.
Come on, let's go!
Comfortable race for her. She crosses and wins the race. Unofficial time of 9:54.
That's quite a slow time, but I think she's going to take the medal and go with that.
An exhausted young lady, but winner regardless of the gold medal here at OFSSA 87.
Alison plans on attending U of T next year, so it's nice to see these athletes staying home and attending the Canadian universities. That's a plug for all of us.
Good girl.